Testing, testing.
Great.
Trying to talk. Oh no, I'm failed.
Hello.
Oh no, we fail at the podcast over.
Testing, testing. Trying to talk. Oh no, I'm fail. That was the testing we were saying just before this.
Yeah, that's how podcasts work. All right, let's get into TNG.
We're doing the TNGs again.
Yeah.
Back on the island instead of the cowboy island.
I think I'm becoming attached to DS9.
That makes sense.
Well, like before, I was attached to TNG, and I would feel weird
Right,
if we
but now
watched
that
DS9.
TNG is just feeding you nothing but Beverly, you're like, oh, I don't
Now
want this
it's
anymore.
flipped. I'm like, oh, this is lame. Can I go back to the other show?
You know, this was originally actually supposed to be a Worf episode. So imagine.
Oh yeah. I read that.
So imagine Worf doing everything Beverly is doing. Like,
I mean, it had to have come from another angle because it wasn't like about autopsies and stuff. But oh god,
maybe it was. Maybe Worf was like,
it wasn't about medicine, really.
Yeah, in fact, the fact that they brought in the term autopsy is a problem.
I don't understand why Beverly was doing this shit. It was kind of
that's the thing. Yeah,
she's not a science officer.
Well, she's operating on Phoenix Wright rules. She's an ace attorney right now. She has to be the investigator and everything.
No, why was she conducting the experiment?
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the general premise of why is it Beverly who is calling a science conference on, like,
at the same time, shields. Why would Worf have done this either?
Well, he's in charge of like ship operations and security, so that makes a little more sense.
There should have been a Geordi episode.
Yeah, or it could have been Geordi. Yeah,
but like Geordi, I would believe.
Worf, it still doesn't make sense though, because he's like, I am concerned about how well the ship's shields work. So,
he would just say, "Don't fly into the frickin' sun."
Well, I mean, it makes more sense.
Important?
What's the
why do you have to fly into the sun?
wait, what's the Irish guy that's in the other show? O'Doul? What's his name?
O'Doul's Colomini.
No, his character.
Oh, Miles O'Brien.
Miles.
Yeah.
Duels.
Yeah, Miles O'Brien would be the one telling everyone to be like, no, there's no need to go into the sun to begin with. What are we doing?
They're like, hey, Miles O'Brien would be like, you want Coronas? I'll make you some Coronas. You don't need to go to the sun to get Coronas.
Yeah. We watched Suspicions this week, starring Beverly Crusher as Suspicions.
Bloodthirsty Bev.
I want to start off by saying that I was so excited. Like, so excited when she was packing her bags, and I was like, finally, dude.
Last straw.
I put my hands together and I was like rubbing them, like, oh yeah, it's happening, boys.
Finally.
And there's nobody in the room, but I kept saying, boys, we got her, boys.
And you kept turning to your left and right, hoping there would be boys.
Yeah, there's nobody there. It's just me in the middle of the night.
Make them away, toys.
It was an odd start to the episode. But
it's very dramatic. A lot of dramatic starts.
It was
kind of an unnecessary framing device.
Yeah, it was like
well, because it was originally supposed to be more of like
you know?
It was supposed to be more of like a noir script. That's why.
Right. Yeah, that was in the memory alphabet.
Yeah, originally it was supposed to be like Worf in a.
They missed the mark on that.
Worf in a dark room smoking a cigarette.
This is not noir at all.
Let me tell you about what happened 3 days ago.
Man, noir Worf, I would have liked that. I wanted noir Worf.
They would have full on done the Tarantino, where you open it up and like the alien's bleeding out. I'm bleeding. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, Bev. And he's like, no one's gonna die.
That would have been bad. That would have been cool, actually.
The episode begins on a black screen and it says, "Revenge is a dish best served cold."
Yeah.
Ancient Klingon proverb.
Yeah. And then it's like Riker holding in Worf's guts as he's driving. He says, "You're gonna be okay."
Okay.
Yeah, that's the movie that starts with. And Data's like, "She killed me, Will. She killed me."
Well, I didn't want to do the Kill Bill beginning because that would imply that Beverly is Kill Bill, and she's not that cool.
She did kill at least one person on screen this time.
Yeah,
she blasted that dude.
She fucking vaporized him.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be another like, okay, now that you've completely vaporized him, now you have no evidence that he's the killer. So
me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
I love how at the end it's like it's all. I'm all right. A dead guy was a real murderer, but I killed him, and there's no trace of him anymore.
Please,
but there's no need for an inquiry.
Also,
there's no evidence of what happened.
I'm gonna put out why this fucking episode is mid, dude. Right from the beginning, because the whole point of this whole bullshit, dude, was to prove like, look, Ferengis could be scientists too. They're smart that way too. And then at the end, like she didn't even go and be like, hey, I want to make sure this goes on record that like he deserves a credit. He was right.
That's true.
Someone else. She probably just took the credit for herself, dude. I don't like this at all. I don't like this. This is a fucking 5 episode for me. I'm gonna say it right now.
Oh my god. Well, I do think it is interesting that they did show 2 races that you were like, do they have scientists? It turns out they do. You know, Ferengi have scientists, and even Klingons reluctantly have scientists.
I do like that they address that Klingons don't respect them. I like that they did say that.
Yeah, Klingons also very reluctantly have some scientists. But
I like how racist this episode was, though. They're like, well, the Ferengis. I mean, the Klingons are really aggressive. You know what I mean?
It was so bad.
They did it,
and also the overall implication that Ferengi could not have scientists or be intelligent.
Yeah, they were really racist about that too. They're like, I get it if this was about banking, but come on, dude. This is about science.
If this was about gold latinum, okay.
Even Rhaegar was kind of like, I know I'm not the first type of thing you would think of as a scientist. And you're like,
I felt bad for him, you know.
Here's the thing: the other show, what's it called? Deep Space Nine.
DS9
has made me like the Ferengi, right? So
yeah.
Here's the thing, because they're really overtly like corporate, and they're not like not hiding it. You know what I mean? Since the Neg episode,
the negging episode, yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of I've turned the page on them.
And that was their plan the whole time. They were trying to use DS9 as the way to redeem the Ferengi, and they're doing it.
They did. I feel.
Yeah,
they did.
I do like the Quacker. And I love this dude, because this dude's just trying to
Rhaegar seemed like a very noble guy. He was just being like, I don't care about like credit. I just want to be respected as a scientist.
Right. He just wanted to be recognized. That was literally all he was after, and he invented an amazing technology to do so.
It got him killed. So
well.
I mean, in a way, that's very expected. Most people who discover something amazing.
Yeah. He's like the guy who invented
their lives threatened in some way.
Yeah, he's like the guy who invented the car engine that runs on water. And
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah.
And the Lone Gunman episode about it.
Yeah, exactly. But this episode, Suspicions, first aired on May 10th of 1993, which is only one day after the previous episode from DS9 called Progress. Therefore, we shall not be going around the sun today. However, we will be going through some of our sponsors.
They're still here.
They're still here because they're still cool. One of them is ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is super cool because, like their name suggests, they're not just super secure, they're also super fast.
They didn't abandon us.
They didn't abandon us. You know, depending on which server you connect to, you can actually get up to 10 gigabit speed, which is honestly faster per second. Yeah, which is honestly faster than most internets you guys have right now. Let's be honest. I don't think most of you have 10 gigabit speed. I mean, I think I have fiber. We have fiber. It's only 1 gig. I mean, come on, it's not even 10. So I'm just saying. So, but then on top of that, ExpressVPN comes with a lot of other security features. There's general security features that are helpful when you have a VPN, but it's not a good security measure on its own. But ExpressVPN comes with a bunch of other stuff. It has their whole identity defender suite, which comes with things like tracker protection, like blocks trackers that track you from website to website. It has an ad blocker built in. It's got ID alerts built in, ID theft insurance, which is pretty cool. It's got like, data removal service, where they remove data that other companies have collected on you and aggregated and sold to other websites. They
just
contact
like
these places.
The Wayne Tech.
Yeah.
Remember the Catwoman was like,
what was it called? What was it?
Clean Slate.
The Clean Slate. Yeah.
Slate?
Yeah,
although I think that's just what they kept on like describing it as. Not that that's what it was supposed to be called. I don't know.
No, I think it was literally called the Clean Slate. I think it's literally
that's lame.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things about Dark Knight Rises that was kind of corny and lame.
Lots of fun, but boy, is it lame.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. Yeah, let's now that we've come out of the sewers after 6 months with immaculately styled hair and perfectly shaved beards, let's
no one has shit their pants, dude.
Yeah, no one.
Not one person shit their pants.
All their uniforms look nice and clean. Let's fist fight in the streets like cops normally do, instead of shooting our guns.
Well, yeah. That's what you do.
That's the best type of fighting, though, dude. An old timey rumble in the Bronx, you know?
Yeah. They all charge at each other like it was some sort of like Roman war movie.
You mean like the Sharks and the Jets? They're like,
yeah.
But this isn't about the Dark Knight Rises. This is about ExpressVPN. No. And if you want to get ExpressVPN, just head on over to expressvpn.com/newbie Star Trek. And if you sign up for 2 years, not only will you get 4 months for free, but you'll also get the entire Identity Defender suite, which is a pretty sweet deal. And not only that, if you're not sure, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it out for 30 days. And if you're not sure about getting protected before raw dogging the internet, if you just want to raw dog the internet yourself, without a VPN, then you know what? You can just send it back after 30 days and stop using it. But otherwise, you can head on over to expressvpn.com/newbie Star Trek. And if you sign up for 2 years, they'll give you those 4 months for free. It's a pretty good deal. Also, let's check out House of Wise. You guys know about House of Wise? House of Wise, they sell those CBD gummies.
That's right. Their thing should be Wise Side, like like the East Coast West Coast thing, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's
I wonder where House of Wise is located.
Probably West Coast, dude. If I had to guess, West Coast.
It's in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh wow,
closer to north, closer to east.
You know what?
Man.
Yeah. I was judging them. They're East Siders.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, they're Diddy fucking people, dude.
No, they're Biggie people. Biggie
Wu-Tang. What do you think Diddy people are, dude? They're by proxy Diddy people, dude.
Everyone on that Epstein list.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you CBD products that are good, not just for stress and sleep relief, but also when you're exercising, it helps with your strength training, and it's good for your libido too.
For erotic relief, you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, they actually have a whole article about how to use it correctly for libido.
Were people using it wrong?
Well, they're talking. You know how you talk about like when you go to sleep, you smoke, but like it has to be at the right time. Yeah, otherwise you fuck up the way you sleep. Same thing. It's kind of like that.
Yeah,
they're like,
I have fucking wild dreams.
Yeah, they're like, figure out your timing. I
have to be in the come down in order to go to sleep.
The come down.
Yeah, dude.
But hey, if you go to houseofwise.co/newbie Star Trek in all caps, and you get some of these gummies. They also have like candles and like THCA pre-rolls and all these other stuff. This is a bunch of stuff. If you order that and use our offer code,
Offie code.
Dude, that's a good way to shorten it. Yeah, hey, people, use our Offie code.
It's not shorter at all.
Yeah, Offie code. Come on, dude.
No, use our little Offie. Use a little Offie, Newbie Star Trek, all one word, all caps, and you'll get 10% off.
I think if it's a QR code, it's a Offie code, dude. An Offie code, babies.
That'll get you 10% off your entire order, and also any order over $69 is free shipping. So that's a pretty good deal, I was going to say. So again, head on over to houseofwise.co/newbie Star Trek with Newbie Star Trek in all caps. And if you do any order, it's 10% off. Pretty good deal. All right. We should ask Denise what she thinks.
So many sponsors, dude.
Ricardo,
Denise
could you
is a
please tell
sponsor?
us what happened in this episode?
Dude. I know you're excited.
It's your favorite character.
When I first started watching this episode,
you were excited at the
I was so excited. I was like, she's packing her bags and she's like, I'm going to be prosecuted. And I'm like, thank God. Thank God,
It's
dude.
like the
Justice
time has
prevails.
come. Justice has been served.
You know what?
Yeah.
I like her civilian outfit a lot for some reason. I think it looks better than any other outfit she's actually worn on the show.
It's okay.
I don't know. I just remember being like, wow, look at that. I like it. That's a nice outfit.
You know what outfit I'd like better? If she was not in the show, dude.
I thought you were going to say in like an orange jumpsuit of some kind.
Yeah, that too. Behind
or
bars.
Or a straight jacket.
Yeah.
No, just behind bars. God. I want her to answer for her crimes, dude.
You don't want her to get off scot-free.
It was interesting to have the beginning be like, you know, I finally have to answer to the wrongdoings that I've done. I was like, oh, what? Like, are we
finally? Yeah.
I was skeptical at first. It's like, well, they don't believe that she's like the horrible person we do. So what happened just now?
What happened? Yeah.
What new thing must have just happened?
I was like, has the veil been lifted for a lot of people? I have a
question for the OG watchers of the show. What did people think of Beverly back in the day? Did people like her? They liked her, but no one thought like she was a murdering psychopath?
No.
And a deadbeat
mom? I don't think so.
No, not really.
Wow. Probably not.
No.
Just us, huh?
Okay. I think so. Beverly, I think the main annoyance with Beverly with her character is that the will they, won't they thing she has going with Picard was found to be kind of annoying because they were just kind of like,
I think that's common types of criticism, especially from the era.
Yeah. They were just like, come on.
You can do that with anybody, you know? Like perfect strangers. Like, won't they, will they? They should, you know?
Always should. Perfect
Gilligan's Island. Will they, won't they? They should. I Love Lucy.
They're married, but will they, won't they?
They sleep in separate beds, dude.
It's true. Okay. Yeah.
So the episode starts off and it's sketchy as shit. And I'm excited because I'm like, oh, she's going to answer for her crimes.
Yeah.
And then she starts Tarantino in the shit where she's like, let me tell you a fucking yarn, dude. Hold on.
Yarn.
Well, Guinan's there. And then Guinan's kind of making her tell it.
Yes.
Guinan is there for like a moment.
She comes in and she's like, I got tennis elbow. And my immediate thing is this is bullshit because I can't imagine her with a tennis outfit playing somebody. I mean, imagine her with like,
well, you have a good instinct, Ricardo.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
This is bullshit.
She prefers to shoot guns. That seems to be her pastime.
Her main thing is palpitating the lasers from her hands, the thunder.
Well, we have seen at least on one occasion where she engaged in recreational sports with Picard, right?
Yes. Was it the fencing?
It was the episode with Hugh.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah, she was. Hugh. She was doing something.
What did she do with him?
I thought she
I
was
forgot what it was, but like it was
the old bone dance.
Wasn't it the fencing?
Well, no.
I don't know if it was fencing, but
has Guinan ever fenced?
No, it was with Guinan. She was doing something.
I don't.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, she was fencing. Yeah, she was fencing.
Fuck you guys. Everyone's like, you don't know what you're talking about. I knew it.
I was confusing it with there is another scene where Guinan is shooting laser tag stuff with Worf in the holodeck, like as a simulation.
Oh yeah, that also happened. Yes.
Yeah, Guinan is a good shot. She's really good with the gun.
She likes to play arcade games.
Yeah, and she's very good with a gun, which is also why she has a gun behind the bar.
I have two guns, one for each of you. That's why she's always drunk, dude. She's the Doc Holliday of Star Trek.
Yeah.
So immediately I knew this is bullshit. Just because like she wasn't even like, dude, I play tennis, and you, at least for me, I'm like, I'm all fucking, my face is all red, and I'm all fucking angry, dude.
Also, she claimed she did it with Geordi. Would Geordi play tennis?
Yeah, he can't even see.
Yeah. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
I was gonna make that freaking joke, Ricardo.
But also,
you gotta be fast, Dan. You gotta be fast.
Well, he might be the best at tennis. His fucking visor probably has like
unless the ball's
stuff.
On fire, dude.
No, especially if the ball's on fire.
Yeah.
Then he's like, "Oh, I don't like fire."
This is all Predator Vision on. Dude, I miss Picard saying Predator Vision on. Why are there more episodes where like Picard requests like, Geordi, project your vision onto us, and like he's looking at the harp ladies and he's no, not yet.
It never happened again. Yeah, this really cool feature that they introduced just never used
maybe
again.
there's like a cut scene that we didn't see, a storyline where like Picard told like Worf like cut into Geordi's visor and he was cranking it, you know what I mean? And he's like, oh no, we can't see that, dude.
Geordi should have like Daredevil like ability to look at people's heartbeats and see if they're lying.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, yeah, that's another thing. Like, why wouldn't he? Yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't he be like Toph from Avatar and just have the ability to sense everything around him at all times?
Yeah.
And see if something's wrong. Like he does sometimes. Yeah. Like in the Die Hard episode, he noticed there was a gun hidden under the table. So he was like, that's weird. What's going on this table?
Why am I detecting guns under tables?
Wait, have we discussed this? Can he see anything?
He can see like multiple bands of spectrum through his visor.
What does
the predator vision,
mean, dude?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Whatever the predator vision is, it's what you see.
Is it like infrared kind of?
Yeah, he can switch to infrared if he wants to. He could be like, I want to see tachyons, and he can turn it to see tachyons.
I want to see midichlorians, and he's like, this person.
I want to see people with their clothes off.
Yeah, he has X-ray clothes vision. He has all that. Yeah.
Well, if he has AI, the AI could just make up. Right? In his brain, could make up the naked people.
Yeah.
Like turn on John Malkovich mode.
Yeah. Everybody looks like John Malkovich.
Yeah.
Malkovich. And so immediately I knew she was bullshitting and like them. Like it's like Jordy's fucking blind. He can't see shit. He's not gonna play tennis, dude.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, this is bullshit. And then she's like, oh, I got elbow. My elbows give me trouble. And I'm like, and it's not your knees?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Bullshit, dude. And then she's like, what's up? And she's like, I'm being disbarred from the Health Society of the World.
One thing is also...
She's got to go back to Earth, right?
Yeah, but also one thing they mentioned, because Crusher Beverly is like, well, I can't treat you. I'm not your doctor anymore. But then she says, go see Dr. Salar. Dr. Salar is that one Vulcan doctor we saw in that episode.
Who's also Kalar.
Really? Yeah.
What?
She's played by the same actor who played Kalar. Yeah, that was her first role in Star Trek. She was Dr. Salar.
I mean, she just mentioned it by name.
Sisters?
No,
I'm pretty sure not. But
no, it's just one.
How do we
know
that though?
They just like typecasting her as Alars.
Yeah, but what if they do a like 23?
Well, because they're different races.
They're like, it turns out we're sisters, same dad. Yeah,
yeah. Go back far enough, you end up with that bald lady.
Yeah.
But the thing is, she's like, despite the fact that Dr. Salar only showed up in one episode, she's like a really big fan favorite just because everyone really likes Susie Plaxton. And
well, also because she doesn't kill people. Probably.
She's cute.
Yeah.
Who's she? What does she look like again? Is she the one with the nice chest?
Oh my God, dude. You can't say that.
Which one?
So Dr. Salar, she showed up on just one episode.
What does she look like? Can you send me a photo?
Yeah, I can put a photo into our little Discord here.
So we've seen her before, right?
You've seen her just once in season 2, I believe.
Oh,
she's the same lady as other. She's a Tapatio hot hand lady, but different ears.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she played Kalar. Yeah.
Okay, the eyebrows are throwing me off, and the hair.
Yeah,
okay, got it.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the other version better. If you know what I mean.
You like the Klingon version? Yeah.
Yeah, because the other.
Wait, can we see her?
Has like Tapatio hot hands, you know?
Can we see her as Klingon now?
Yeah. So if you see her as Kalar, that's Kalar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
Plaxton as Salar kind of gives off an Aubrey Plaza like bored vibe.
Well, she's a Vulcan, so she was going off of like I'm not gonna give any.
In fact, Aubrey Plaza would make a good Vulcan.
Yeah,
she would. She's got like the blank kind of neutral face stare.
Aubrey Plaza and Jenna Ortega could both be typecast as Vulcans very easily in things.
Oh, like easy. The RBF.
Yeah. So
resting Vulcan face.
I want Ron Howard's brother to be a Vulcan.
No, but you know the nice chested the nice chested Klingon I'm talking about, right?
Oh my God, dude! You can't.
The sisters,
the sisters. They both showcase cleavage.
Yeah,
right.
Those are completely different.
But they were picked for a reason, you know.
Oh yeah,
like they're
that cleavage was fake though. That wasn't real.
What?
I could tell a fake cleavage.
Like, what do you mean? Like prosthetics?
It was a push-up thing.
Or okay, but that's not fake. That's still
I don't think it was push-up. I think it was fake. I think it was all fake.
Why would they fake that?
No, it's got moved. Really?
No, you're wrong, Ricardo. I'm sorry.
You think so?
We need to get these fucking actors.
We need to find the actors.
Show, dude. Yeah.
Well, you don't think they could have nice assets on their own?
I think the show would be like, oh, let's cover them up and put them fake ones. And then it's just some pervert in the prop department that wants to make fake ones, dude.
That makes no sense. Why would they go through the extra work?
Trust me, dude. Tell somebody.
Trust you.
It's much easier to just put a casting call for a nicely chested lady.
Here's the thing.
There's no shortage of women with good breasts in Hollywood. They could just hire anyone.
I don't think
nice breasts.
There's too much work on those babies. You know what I mean?
Probably. There's probably a lot of plastic work. It's probably plastic.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Jesus.
I want to make a correction. A few weeks back, I made a statement talking about big boobs.
Yes.
All boobs are great boobs. I just want to say that. I don't want people to send me emails about. I just want to say small boobs.
I'm not sure that there was ever any. Yeah, I'm not sure that during that conversation you made any qualifications about size.
Dan, listen to me, dude. There's one community I don't want to offend. It's a tit community, dude. That's the only community.
I think you just said that you had a preference, like you're.
Yeah, I guess so. But
wait a minute. Now I remember what you said. Yeah, it was about like the handful thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, but the handful thing. Yeah. I mean,
but then everyone kind of agreed with you there.
But like, that's normal. I mean, I think that's.
I'm just saying,
a given.
All breasts matter. You know what I mean?
What is a DILF?
A DILF.
Dad, I'd like to fuck.
What?
Yeah.
I thought that's what you said. I thought you said DILF. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Me?
What are you talking about, Marvin?
What do you mean?
I thought Ricardo said DILF, and this whole time I've been like just thinking in my head like, what does DILF refer to?
Well,
what are you talking about?
When did he say DILF?
What are you talking about?
Damn, I feel like we're all high, dude.
I don't know who you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
I thought you said a giant penis.
I knew of the dad I'd like to fuck, but I didn't know.
What are you talking about, Marvin?
What are you?
None of us can recall where you misheard
said
this.
anything.
Me neither.
Marvin's high.
Okay.
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry.
Weed for Lent.
We haven't gotten past the first scene of Suspicions.
Yeah, honestly, forget Guinan. She doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's her last appearance in the entire series, but it doesn't matter.
Are you serious?
This is the last time she ever shows up. Also,
no. Wait. In the whole entire Next Generation.
There's only one more season's left. There's only one more season, Sarah.
She's not in it though. In the last
not
season
in at all. No,
she will not appear in the TV show any longer.
Whoopi Goldberg ended up getting more and more busy as she got more and more popular as an actor.
Was she doing Theodore Rex after this, or what?
I think so.
Getting closer to.
Getting close to the Theodore Rex Event Horizon.
Did Sister Act already happen?
Oh, see, that would have like skyrocketed her career too. So
I wish I remembered.
I think Dan actually mentioned it in and Around the Sun.
Or Color Purple?
Yeah, Sister Act, the first was 92. So that had popped off. And so she was enjoying that. Yeah. But Sister Act 2 was until...
What was the Color Purple too? I don't know.
The Color Purple
was way back in the day. Yeah.
Color Purple was like half a decade ago. So
Oh, shit.
It was pre-show.
Man, they made movies fast back then.
Really?
Yeah. And also, the other reason why Whoopi or Guinan kind of just feels like nothing in the episode.
She married to Ted Danson?
No, it's because
it was likely Sister Act 2, because Sister Act 2 was debut in December 93.
Oh. Right. And then the only reason why Guinan was in the episode at all is because they got a last minute call saying, Whoopi's available. This is the only episode she can be in. Can you just write her into the episode really quickly? Oh, okay. And then they just write her in.
That actually helps explain the narrative framing device.
Yes, it's kind of an unnecessary device just so they can bring in Guinan.
Yeah,
that's really lame.
I get that now.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Why were they trying to get her in there? Like star power? Like
they really liked working with Whoopi, and they created the character for her. Like,
was she drawing viewers in? Like,
yeah, Whoopi Goldberg was a big draw.
Did we not talk about this already?
Not directly. Not
really.
We talked about this first season, and Sarah wasn't here the first season, so she's
maybe.
Well, she shows up in the first season of the first episode of the second season. Oh, okay. But Whoopi, when she showed up, was the biggest star on Star Trek. Like,
I guess maybe back then, because now she just annoys me now. So she's not a draw to like, I'm not like, oh my God, I gotta go see that because
Yeah.
Like, current day Whoopi is annoying as fuck.
Yeah,
but maybe back then it was like,
well, yeah, back then her star was rising,
different,
and
she was rising.
She was a big fan of the show, and mutually, Whoopi liked working with them, and the crew liked working with her. So they bent over backwards to create her a role and like get her integrated into the show.
They should have had Danny DeVito in the show, dude.
I mean, Danny DeVito as a Ferengi would totally work.
Yeah, dude. He's all banging whores.
I mean, I'm holding out hope that he did appear as a guest in one of the 90s series somewhere.
Hopefully, dude.
Danny DeVito as like one of the Klingons vying for power could control.
Oh, yeah. Tonight is your night, bro. So she starts Beverly starts telling the story about like how this was her big science project. And this is why I hate this episode. Beverly has nothing to do with science, dude. Nothing.
Well, she does. She does do scientific research, but this is very out of her lane. Like the idea of
she never does corona fucking research, dude. Ever.
That's the thing. Yeah. It's not really in her lane to be worried about metaphasic shielding for starships. It's kind of a weird
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very odd.
They could have picked like almost anything, really. So why did they pick this?
Because they already written a plot about a ship that explodes in the sun, and they need to figure out, or
like
someone dies.
What character can slot that in and make it work?
They could have done.
By that point, they were just like, which cast member deserves one?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's how easy this could have been solved. Keep the same stupid fucking plot device. Just make it. Remember when Polanski was the doctor, and she brought in those bubble boy babies, and she brought them in the goo in the placenta, right?
Yeah. She had them in like.
Hey, we're testing the new version of that to come in, bring in people who are sick or we got to quarantine them, and then do the same device, but instead of a ship shield, it's one of those like shields when you transfer people, medical shield. And you keep the same fucking stupid plot. Just make them medical shields. It still could involve science, but it's more in the medical field.
Yeah, makes more sense.
True.
But no,
maybe if they had another week to rewrite.
Yeah, they make her a goddamn genius when it comes to fucking. She's gathering all these people. She's a fucking Archimedes of fucking transports now. And
well, to be fair, she doesn't position herself as the person who understands what's going on. She's
the coordinator.
She's the coordinator of the event. She just happens to
but then
like
somehow
Dr.
failed and got them like murdered, half of them or
so she brings in eyebrow people. What are they called?
What?
Vulcans?
Vulcans.
Yeah.
There's a Vulcan with like a humanoid husband.
Yeah, Vulcans love to marry humans. Like they're really is that like
sexy.
A fetish for other Vulcans?
You think so?
Like
I think so.
It seems like an ongoing thing at this point where
they like our eyebrows, the curvature of our eyebrows.
They're like, passion favor, boy. Passion favor.
Yeah.
They're like plus all the what's this race called again? Sorry.
The Vulcans, yeah.
Vulcans. The Vulcans are like all the Vulcan dicks are all curved and shit. Just like the eyebrows. You just want like little straighter dicks, dude.
Yeah.
Like geese?
Like geese.
Oh.
Yeah.
Geese. And so by the way, if you're a new listener and you're easily offended, we're sorry. We should have warned you way too ago. It's way too late. You got to finish the episode now.
We had a whole discussion about tits, so this is not.
We've looked at many in our Discord
Sarah
channel
started.
Here. Well, because that's what I think of. I mean, these beautiful ladies, beautiful Klingon ladies.
Yeah.
Who could blame you?
Common loves tits.
Yeah.
By the way, so where are we?
Oh well, Common. Well.
God damn, this is a wacky episode. So then there's a Worfian, a Klingon, right?
Mm-hmm.
One we've never heard of or seen before.
Yeah. A Vulcan, yeah. And it's like a bad joke. A Vulcan and a Klingon.
Yeah. A Vulcan, a Klingon, a Ferengi, and a Takaran all walk into a bar, and
the Takarans kind of look like the what are those blue people from Black Panther 2? The blue people.
Oh, I haven't seen Black Panther 2.
Oh my god, that's the best one.
But I guess were they Atlanteans?
Really?
I imagine.
Yeah. They're Aztec Atlanteans.
Right. Okay.
So they're blue people, and we don't know anything about this race. We don't know that they're albino shape-shifting fucking traitor lizard bitches. And so what happens is everyone is kind of shitting on the fucking the big-eared dude. What's his name?
They're kind of racist against the Ferengi guy.
Kind of. Like, what are you talking about? It's like very racist.
They're like, no, Ferengi. They don't know shit about, it's all about the Latinum, dude. If this was the science of Latinum, smart. Then we call you. But this guy's smart, and he's got big ears because his brains are in there, dude. And he's like, dude, I made this shield. It's better. You can go get coronas in the middle of the sun, and it'll protect you.
Oh yeah, dude.
You can get the coronavirus.
You can get corona straight from the source.
Yeah,
that's where.
Yeah, from El Sol, as they call it. And he's like, I'm gonna go. I forgot. I saw this a couple days ago. Why does the blue guy decide to go instead of the?
Oh, because he's
no reason at all.
It's part of his plan. I feel like he understands.
How does he pitch?
People agree because he's an objective pilot that should be able to. Yeah, because he's not a biased person to do it. However, why isn't autopilot a thing?
Well, because they need to push buttons.
Yeah,
and do. But also,
it's not like they gets in the probe in there, right? It's not like they gets in the probe, right?
Also, he volunteers himself because he's like, I study suns and coronas, and it would be so cool if I entered one. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, so, and it's not like they could have sent the robot that won't be affected by the rays or anything.
I mean,
it's not like that.
Could have,
but also
whatever.
The whole premise of that of what went wrong doesn't make a ton of sense because they're like, okay, nothing is you can't do anything once they're near the sun. You can't tractor beam them. You can't.
Well, it seems like their plan B was that you just die. I guess I don't know.
Well, the thing is, okay, so they claim you can't tractor beam them, you can't transport them, you can't do anything, but you can still have a video feed with them.
Well, it got fuzzy.
Just a little fuzzy, but you can still see what's going on. Like, why is that okay?
I mean, that's fine. No, but didn't you see that video NASA released of their like probe going into the sun? It was a video feed.
Yeah,
so that's all right.
It made it, and we saw it, and then it it cut out eventually.
That's what you think, Sarah.
It was like, look at this probe.
Yeah, they're probably no segundo, dude. Fucking filming that shit. Okay, so they let the blue guy go for some stupid reason. And the blue guy's like, oh, everything good here, Governor? And he's like, oh, the signal's going away and it's getting really hot. And
it didn't say it was getting hot. It's just like they just said, hey, baryon is increasing.
Yeah.
And he just starts. So does that mean he was faking his like little like asthma attack type thing or whatever the hell?
He's doing like the Miles Dyson thing where he's like...
Okay, but from there I'm like, well, Takarans, which is apparently this guy's species, they're part of the Federation, no?
Yeah.
Are they?
I don't
think that was said.
Well, if they were part of the science conference and he was one of the delegates who came out and say like, all right, show me your cool science thing. I am one of the few who responded.
I think she was just gathering people.
Here's the thing. Yeah. We don't know shit about these people. Like, we should have vetted these people. Why isn't anybody vetting these people?
My point being, like, I'm surprised that they knew so little about his species and his physiology.
I think you should be surprised because I think that's also, like, for some reason, Beverly felt okay enough to treat him when he needed it medically, but then, like, didn't know enough research to understand the physiology up front.
Yeah, like you understood so much about his physiology, but not the fact that he isn't dead.
Yeah,
he's a shapeshifter.
You can just chalk that up to her just being shitty at her job. I mean,
I guess
100%, dude.
Also, Joe Brill's body when he's on that operating or on the table.
Joe Brill,
like, that's his name. His name is Joe Brill.
He has a line of videos where he's college girls gone wild.
This jobber guy. The body paint, makeup, It reminds me of airbrushed cakes from supermarkets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when he's on the table, he looks like a Filipino cake that like has Lightning McQueen fighting Moana and Goku.
And he's got a very hairy chest.
This kid's probably not even a doctor. He's not even a doctor, dude.
Wait. The whole point of why
Joe, dude.
The whole point of why Beverly can't do autopsies is because it like violates the body, right? She's got to like cut it open and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Does that mean she fucking cut open Joe Brill?
Yeah, he's able to like I don't know. He's like a lizard. Files. He can like.
I guess they show that if you shoot a hole through him, he survives. So maybe that's what's there. Like, in explanation.
So like during the autopsy, she was cutting him open. He kept on regenerating. She was like, eh.
And the whole time you're just like struggling to not scream. He's like, oh.
When she shot him, it didn't close right away. It kind of like it was like liquid metal.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Also, like, did no one recognize that he was missing from the morgue? Like, he just got up.
Who the fuck is Dr. T-Pain? Who was Dr. T-Pain?
What?
What are you talking?
Who was Dr. T-Pain?
Dr. T-Pain.
What are you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, there was Dr. Rega, right? Which is who was Dr. Rega? He was the
Ferengi.
He was the Ferengi, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Dr. Christopher was a humanoid.
Yeah, he's a human.
Who the fuck was Dr. T-Pain?
You mean Japan? That's the Vulcan.
Oh, that's the Vulcan. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
The lady.
Dr. Japon. Yeah, dude. It's T-Pain.
Also, there is no evidence that Takara is actually part of the Federation. And in fact, Memory Alpha seems to suggest they live at the edge of the Alpha Quadrant and therefore are not part of the Federation. So they...
Oh, really?
I didn't think they were.
Yeah.
This episode's sketchy, dude. As hell, dude.
Well, she brought a bunch of crazy people together.
This then establishes that when a science conference happens, it doesn't matter if you're part of the Federation. You just get to go.
That's true. I mean, that would make sense. I mean, like, there shouldn't be a requirement that you're part of the Federation to be involved in science. So, because I imagine, for example, Bajorans would probably be invited, but they're not part of the Federation officially.
I mean, maybe there
right?
should be, and maybe there won't be any like killing or like I don't know.
The Klingons
they torture people. What are you talking about?
Klingons are allies of the Federation, and they do all sorts of shit. So I don't know. I mean, this isn't necessarily.
Here's the thing. There's a lot of holes in this one, but let's get through it, guys. Come on. So, fucking
Ricardo is corralling us to get back on track.
Come on, everyone.
Well, let's get back on track so we can go on a tangent later.
We're upsetting Ricardo.
So here's the thing, guys. So basically the oh fuck. I gotta write this race down, dude. What's the goddamn race of ear guys?
Ferengi.
Yeah. The Ferengi doctor's like,
wait, they all have ears.
Yeah, that's true.
They all have ear accoutrements.
Oh, right, they do.
True.
The ear. You could be talking about Bajorans. You could be talking about Vulcans. You could be talking about Ferengi.
Rega guy. Yeah. So Rega's like, no, this thing works. I'm sure of it. And then he's basically like, I'm gonna go out there and fucking try to like this.
I'll go. I'll fucking go.
He's like, I'm gonna get Corona one way or another, dude. And they're like, just replicate it, dude. You don't have to go to the sun to get Corona. He's like, it's known fact throughout the galaxy that the freshest Coronas are in the suns, in all suns. Yeah. There's a sun called the Vincenzo sun where Vin Diesel lives. Dude, imagine
pretends he's Latino.
please imagine if they incorporated the Star Trek universe with the Pitch Black universe.
Oh,
dude. Wait, is Vin Diesel white?
Yeah, he's just a white dude.
Really?
I thought he was mixed.
No. He's just some white dude.
Hold on, what?
Well, he's Italian.
His name is Mark Sinclair. Like, like
no, his name is
wait. Diesel. Vin Diesel not
Vincent Diesel.
Vincent Diesel.
He's not like at least part like Latino or
no. So okay,
he's not seasoned at all.
So he's probably just mostly white. He had an adopted.
Is he from like Ohio or something? Oh, okay.
But
and he got his voice from his adopted dad.
Yeah, I think that's where he like kind of gets his like mannerisms because of his dad.
So he was adopted,
but his mother has Scottish roots, and he doesn't know who his dad is. So
okay, all right. Well,
so we don't know.
But
we're not sure.
Yeah,
he's white.
He could be mixed, dude. Let's not judge.
He could be Latino like Dom is.
Yeah,
like Dom Toretto.
Okay.
Yeah. Family. Dude.
Sorry,
Wait, why does this matter?
Yeah.
So Vincenzo Diesel.
It was mentioned. Wasn't sure.
Where the fuck were we going with this? Oh yeah. So the thing is, like, the ear guy's like, hey, we gotta fucking get Coronas, dude. We gotta. And they're the freshest. And so he's like, he's gonna go, and then he's found murdered. Dun, dun, dun. And
or
like,
suicided. They don't know for sure.
He's like, oh, he felt so bad. He couldn't get Coronas. It could only had Miller Lite, and he fucking.
And Worf was like, can we just please just say it's a suicide, so I don't have to like
you get involved,
do a lot more work.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And then so fucking then Beverly's like, I don't believe this. I think something's gone awry. And so she starts fucking poking around because you know the levels aren't right on some bullshit. And so she starts poking around like fucking Murder on the Orient Express, dude. She's fucking figuring everything
Detective
out.
Beverly.
Yeah. And then first she goes to the lady with the eyebrows, right? And the humanoid. And she's like, did you guys fucking do this? And I swear this guy did the thing that every fucking guilty guy does, which is he's like, hey, this may be nothing. It's probably nothing, dude. Okay. Well, I heard the fucking. I heard
that whole scene was so clunky and awkward.
Yeah.
It was really awkward.
Yeah.
He's like,
and why is the guy doing so much talking? Like, isn't he just like her plus one?
He's like,
who are you?
He's like, this is so stupid. I shouldn't even be saying it. Just forget I even said it, okay? But I'm gonna say it. I'm like, just keep your mouth shut. If it's not important, then don't say anything. And he's like, the Vulcan, the Worfian lady, she's fucking upset, dude. She's yelling at everybody, getting really aggressive, and it's probably nothing. In fact, don't come blame me if it was nothing.
You didn't hear from me.
Yeah, you didn't hear from me, dude. She's punching the walls and shit. And so Beverly goes, and the best scene, dude, is when she gets fucking pushed.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
She fucking throws her in the wall.
She starts accusing. She's like, well, it seemed like you were fucking jealous and shit. And she's like, well, fuck you, bitch. And she fucking pushes her. And I was like, oh my god, please be really hurt. Please be really hurt. But no, she got up and she's like, oh. And
well, okay.
She should have said, I'm going to put you in the brig.
During this whole thing where she's like talking with them all, she's doing it in like her ability. She would fail at like LA Noire because she goes straight up to them and goes, look, I'm not trying to upset you, but I am accusing you of murder. Yeah, potentially. Yeah. And it's like, okay,
she's basically like, look.
Yeah, she's like,
if it were really LA Noire, she would accuse them of something first, and when they say prove it, she would say, sorry, gotta shake tree, see what comes out.
That's kind of what she's doing, I guess. She kind of just goes, listen, you're probably the killer, but I just want to know who's the real killer. Okay, I'm just saying.
He's like, look, it's probably nothing, but I'm investigating you.
Yeah. She's actual LA Noire, not how Cole Phelps is written.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm trying to not. I don't want to. It wasn't my intention to upset you. And it's like, well, what did you think they were gonna be?
Yeah, if you call me a murderer, you bitch. So this is what happens. So she starts blaming everybody. And then she's like, I gotta get my hands on these fucking autopsy bodies, dude. I gotta do the thing. And they're like, oh no, they're gonna take it away. There's a ritual where they like burn it and like just like Star Wars, dude. Just burn fucking bodies, dude. Why don't we just throw them out into space? Who knows? Don't know.
It's weird. It's the idea that the Ferengi of all cultures would have like a sentimental way of burying the dead seems odd.
My assumption is that it's some other weird monetization.
With the remains? Yeah. Like, is it weird though? Because they monetize the remains or something like that, right?
No. I feel like she didn't offer money. She's like, how about get your beak wet and you let me do the autopsy? And they'd have been like, absolutely. Just get autopsy.
Yeah, okay. See, if she knew how Ferengi worked, she could have been like, I could. Yeah. But I think they say specifically in the show, I forget exactly where, that they're going to bury him. Like it's like a burial ritual.
This is a scheme, dude. It's a fucking cemetery Ponzi scheme, dude.
So I think when like the episode where the Nagus allegedly died and they were selling his ashes, I think that was more because it's the Nagus and he's super like rich.
Stop saying that.
And like
you can say
famous.
That if we're Naguses.
Oh my god! So that wasn't a normal ritual, like that was
the Nagus. No,
it's special because the Nagus is special.
Yeah, it's like it'd be the equivalent of, hey, Kobe Bryant died, so we're going to sell his ashes.
Yeah, buy this commemorative plate.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You know what they were doing. Speaking of things they sell, the Dodgers were like, Do you guys want to buy some dirt?
You brought this up before. You brought this up. Yeah, that's so stupid.
What?
You know what? I can tell Ricardo was tempted to buy this dirt.
I was like, well, how much is this dirt?
No. I only want it if his dog walked on it.
Yeah. They both have to walk on it or nothing, dude.
I only want it if his interpreter who scammed him out of millions of dollars walked on it.
So anyway, so she's going to blame everybody, and then basically Picard's like, dude, you're already in trouble, dude. Just stay out of trouble, dude. You fucking troublemaker. You're a hooligan, Beverly. You've gotten away with so many murders, and you're close to getting away with this one, but if you keep digging, can't help you, dude. And even Riker's like, hey, Beverly, as your friend, be cool, dude. And he's like, no, you be cool, because I'm cool, dude. He's cucumber. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. And then
she does when she tells Picard that I did the autopsy. It was funny because she'd be like, I did the autopsy and I found nothing. It was all for nothing.
I do like that she did find nothing.
I mean, that's pretty disrespect. That's pretty bad to...
Oh, yeah, it's bad. Yeah. What she did is really bad.
It's also on brand, though, because we have seen her disregard other cultures for for medical purposes.
When Worf was like, hey, I'm not a Klingon anymore because my back is broken. Either fix it or kill me. She was like, I will do neither.
Sit here and do nothing. Yeah. She should have done the Miyagi thing, dude, where she just fucking like, and then she just starts fucking rubbing her hands, dude. And then she just fucking does the thing, and with the power of karate, dude, fucking just helps him, dude.
And then the fly that was there comes back to life, and that's it.
Okay, so then she violated a bunch of international laws, dude, by doing an autopsy on the eared guy. And then, so
they claimed the Ferengi government would get involved. That's really big.
Yeah, she caused an interplanetary incident.
Yeah,
are there lawsuits in this universe?
Yes,
there are. Sue somebody? Oh,
yes.
God.
Yeah.
I hope she gets sued. You know what? And none of this bullshit where they're like, well, Starfleet Union is going to take care of the bill for this. No. None of this bullshit, dude. Like, you got to let her pay it, dude.
Yeah, the Starfleet taxpayers with money
taxpayers
they don't pay.
Will not be flipping the bill for this bullshit. Let me tell you, nothing chaps my ass. Nothing chaps my ass, dude. And when there's police brutality, and then I end up paying for it with my tax dollars.
Exactly.
Dude.
Yeah.
The money should come out of the police union's fucking fund, dude.
Hell yeah.
Take out of their pension.
Jacking me, dude.
Yeah. God, that way the other cops are like, what the fuck? Yeah. Why would you fucking this their pension? What the fuck did you do that for?
That way they self-regulate. They'll put fucking bars of soap or Coke cans in fucking pillowcases, and they'll just fucking go to town on each other, dude. And then there won't be fucking police brutality.
Just in the break room, they'll be like, hey.
Yeah, fuck you, John. You fucking piece of shit, dude. And that way it's only cop on cop brutality. You know what I mean? Not public. You know?
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm telling you, this would solve itself if they just did that, dude.
Yeah. There's a fascinating book by a British guy. So what they did in England.
Soap bars?
So, we always talk about defund the police, right? So in England, because of austerity measures, they actually did defund the police. But then what they didn't do was replace it with systems like social systems that would help with things. So more social services for people with mental issues, more progressive reforms to make sure that people can get back on the right track after they've broken the law. So all it did was make cops more overworked. And there is this memoir written by one of the British cops who was like, man, I miss the good old days when we used to be able to just do whatever we want. So, you can't, you gotta replace bad things with good. You can't just remove the bad thing. You gotta replace it too.
Here's the thing. I don't hate cops, but here's the thing that I'll point out. These aren't people that signed up to go fight, on the beaches of Normandy. You know what I mean?
Right.
These people, there was a job opening.
Yeah.
Anybody can go, dude. There's no requirement. Literally, the requirement for being a cop is under a year of fucking the police academy. Under a year.
Oh yeah, and also you can be considered overqualified, and if you're overqualified, they won't hire you because they feel like they'll act out.
It takes more hours to get your cosmetology license to do fucking hair.
Yeah.
Than it does to be a cop. Fact.
Yeah.
Now, too.
It's very important.
Every time.
Hair is very important.
Every time a cop gets a fucking cat out of a tree, we're sucking his dick, dude. Oh my God, dude. The fucking, you know what I mean?
Also, it's mostly firemen to do that, not cops.
Yeah.
Okay. Anytime they're doing some bullshit. But here's the thing. Out of all the careers, all the professions in the U.S., cop isn't even the top 10, dude. Police officers they don't even crack the top 10. You know who is? Who's the top one?
For danger?
Longshore fishermen, dude. More longshore fishermen die per year than in any other profession, dude. But every time they catch my lobster, I'm not sucking their dick off, dude. You know what I mean? All right. Enough of my police rant, dude. We should.
Maybe we should, though.
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
We would. Red Lobster would still be around, dude.
Moral of the story.
It's more dangerous to be a food delivery person than it is to be a cop. In terms of
remember, it takes one solid weekend of training to get that badge. Forget about the badge. Where do we get the freaking guns?
Anyway,
God.
Shout out if you're a police officer. Let us know how long it took you to get your badge. And if you're a longshore
how many
fisherman,
of their rules did you have to follow?
Also, if you're a longshore fisherman, shout out, dude. Because I like shrimp, dude. I like shrimp so much, dude. And it's dangerous.
No, the shrimp farm, it's not the shrimp ones. It's like the ones catching like
lobsters
like
the
Alaskan king crab and shit.
Yeah.
Like that's the dangerous
shit. You know what?
That shit's delicious.
All the fishermen, thank you for your service.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, it's hard.
It's a hard job. Have you ever seen what the
Deadliest
Discovery
Catch?
show? Yeah, Deadliest Catch. My God,
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude.
But then you juxtapose that with like cops, like bad boy. What are you
talking about, Sarah? Are you high?
Are you pitching a fisherman cop show?
Yeah.
No, but like which show?
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing.
But
they're out getting bad fish out there.
You've seen Deadliest Catch and you've seen cops. Which profession seems more dangerous? I don't know. I think Deadliest Catch.
I mean, probably Deadliest Catch.
Yeah. Because
also says
like,
Deadliest.
I thought you were going to combine the shows to make like
me too
fishermen
like
who are policing things.
Yeah, they're trying to catch dangerous fucking fish.
Yeah,
they made a Discovery show about that. There's a Discovery show about like people. It's called Whale Wars. Yeah, like it's
no, it's crazy. And there's like pirates out there, and you know, it can get really insane. And like, have you ever seen like how big tuna is? Like,
tuna is frighteningly large.
Have you ever run into a mermaid and then like they seduce you and then bam, they take your money and they fucking beat the shit out of you?
Sirens, sea sirens,
sirens. They're loud too. Anyway, so Beverly's like, these fucking fucks, they're lying. Something's gone wrong. And so she's yelling, and then like everyone's like, Beverly, you're crazy, dude. You're crazy.
The only person who will help her is Nurse Ogawa.
And Nurse Ogawa is like, and she doesn't even do it the right way. The right way is like, computer, look up autopsies, and then leave it, and then walk away and let her do her thing. But she's there incriminating herself. Okay, what else do you want me to look up? God damn it, dude! It's like you never fucking done a crime, dude. Is this your first time?
Also, just real quick, R.I.P. to the actor for Nurse Ogawa, Patty Yastake.
Yeah.
Yes, Marvin mentioned that.
She died last August, I think.
Oh. Yeah, she died fairly shortly ago. Yeah. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I forgot. I think the dude who plays the blue guy was the voice of Batman in a lot of animated shows and Batman Arkham Asylum.
Really?
Yeah.
Look him up. Which guy?
The
blue guy.
The guy who
the
Joe Brill, dude. The guy that made the Girls Gone Wild.
Yes, the Girls Gone Wild guy.
Horan.
Joe.
I do not see any Batman credits.
First one, Batman, Arkham Shadow, Jack Ryder voice.
Jack Ryder.
Okay. You said he played Batman.
Sorry, I meant the character in Batman. Jesus Christ, dude.
That's a very big difference.
But look at the last like 10 years, all voiceover
and that's Jack
stuff.
Ryder. That's not even the creeper proper.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, dude.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of voices. He did the voice for Red Dead.
Wait, this is our villain?
Yeah,
Joe Ryder, the tit guy, dude.
Joe Brill.
Joe Brill. Yeah, Joe Brill.
Joe Brill.
Yeah.
The tick guy.
Tell me this tell me this isn't the fucking Star Trek's fucking Joe Francis. Totally Joe Francis, dude. Doing sketchy shit. You know
who Joe Francis is?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's the guy that started Girls Gone Wild.
You guys. Oh, okay. You guys are so innocent.
I didn't know that.
What? Just because you watched it every time it came on doesn't mean you know who did it or who made it.
Just because the steel drums are burned into your brain doesn't mean
Dude, guys, there was a whole thing about how he was guilty. He was coursing these ladies to show their tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary. There was
no, if you're like me, you were hoping it wasn't Girls Gone Wild. You were hoping it was the Jaw Droppers street magic system.
Oh,
coming on instead.
Fuck that guy. That guy in particular, fuck him. But
I'm not gonna lie. We had friends that had all the tapes, the Girls Gone Wild tapes.
Yeah,
they were wildly disappointing. Wild,
but they were.
I mean, it's just
they were.
It's just boobs in the streets. I mean, how good could they be? Like
it was shitty tapes with shitty lighting. Like it's like no, move back to the studio.
You dodged a bullet there, Ricardo. I thought you were about to say shitty titties, and you had just said earlier in our broadcast,
no, dude. No,
that's a good phrase though. Shitty titties.
Yeah, but you don't want to tell anyone that. Come on.
We didn't even see one pair of breasts this Mardi Gras. We didn't go where we needed to see that. I forget.
It's a Christian holiday. They can't be showing their tits.
I saw some last year.
Jeez.
I didn't see any this year.
So
are you new?
So old Joe Brill is dead, and so Beverly's like, hey, we these things got. So she's looking at the autopsy, and the other nurse and her figure out like, oh shit, like they could. It's like Dwight Schrute, like he could lower and elevate his cholesterol. Same thing with Joe Brill, dude.
Is that something Dwight can do?
That's what he claims he can do.
Was it specifically cholesterol? Because that is kind of funny.
I forget what it was, but he could lower and raise. Like,
he just loads up on fish oil. And then...
But I remember, like I think Jim goes, but why would you want to raise it? And he's like, so I can lower it. So I can lower it. Anyway, so fucking. Maybe it wasn't cholesterol. Maybe this is blood pressure. Some bullshit like that. But anyway.
Blood pressure that's definitely a thing. Yeah. Like they've documented monks being able to do that and stuff. Yeah.
Really? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like crazy ass footage of monks being able to like steam clothes on their back that are wet because they literally can concentrate the amount of heat on their back.
Stop it.
I'm not even joking. There's footage of this. It's fucking nuts.
Dude? This is fake, dude. Fake news.
Can they iron his shirt?
No. It's just a demonstration of their ability to like.
These monks don't wear wrinkled fucking robes, dude, because they're so fucking hot.
It's just a demonstration of their ability to kind of like meditate.
Can they all do it or just one? They're like Tim, come out here, dude. my tunic is fucking all wrinkled, dude. I need you to put it on.
It takes
for
like
10 minutes.
hours. It's like hours of concentration until this happens.
Why would you even want to do that?
Yeah, that's not a good superpower, dude.
Monks do all sorts of shit. Why would monks punch like? Why would monks punch their hands into sand to make them? It's
because that's badass, dude. You can make diamonds, dude.
Because they're bored.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. A lot of monk things that they do is just to be like, look how good our concentration is. We're really cool.
Look at how we suppress our sexuality and what we do with that force.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. Yeah. It's like look what we have gained because we don't fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of built up steam there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah,
she violates
just
another
like Joe
fucking,
Kellogg.
She violates another fucking law and steals a fucking transport ship. Boom, dude. Shuttlecraft, sorry.
Yeah.
And she steals it and she fucking runs into the sun and she's like, fuck you guys for not believing in me. I'm gonna go get Coronas just like that dude told me. And so she
From their perspective, it looks really funny because they're like, oh my God, Beverly's going off. Oh,
she's gonna
her
die,
ship exploded.
Dude. Oh. Yeah. It's funny because
then she's like, I'm okay. Damn it.
Is anybody not like on the crew worried about her mental health? I'd be like, she's Yeah, this is not okay.
To be fair, Deanna was.
She literally took the fucking shuttlecraft and is on her way to the fucking sun. Like,
and to be fair, even before that, Deanna was like, "I'm worried about Beverly. I think she's going off the deep end. I think we need to really help her."
Yeah, and then no one follows up
claims that she murdered someone who we didn't know existed. Still,
I hope. I wish they would have filmed. They would have shown like Picard going, like when they lost contact with her, going like, "Didn't I warn her? I just want on record that I said she was going to die." Yeah, everyone heard.
Riker's like, for the record, I tried to keep her from doing this shit. Like,
and Picard's like, also for the record, I told her she was going to die. She was going to die, and I told her. And everyone's like, no, you told her. She's fucking dead, dude.
Deanna was like, we were trying to help her. We were trying. And Worf is like shaking his head.
I wish that like, immediately when they lost contact, Picard would have been like, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? And so she's going to get Coronas, and then the fucking blue guy shows up, and he's like, "It was me all along."
Also, sorry to interrupt like again. It's just the juxtaposition of from their point of view when she goes like, Dr. Rega was right. Congratulations. And then the feed cuts off.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It makes it seem like,
and she's gone. She's gone.
She's just crazy.
So the blue guy shows up and he's like, fuck.
He's hiding in a fucking trunk space.
A box. Yeah.
You foiled my plan. And so she fucking hits like the pedal or whatever it's called.
Something, yeah.
And then turns the shuttle downward as though it's going into the sun. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to get Coronas, dude. And they're fighting, and she finally gets the blaster, and she just blasts a hole in him, and he doesn't die. He's like the T-1000 keeps going.
That was pretty crazy.
And she fucking vaporizes him, dude. She's like, try to come back from this, you piece of shit. Bam, and he kills him. And there's no evidence that he was in there though.
No.
Yeah.
No evidence.
She just got rid of all the evidence.
There's no fucking
maybe there's residue
to this fucking episode. It's her saying, Chief Medical Officer, I was cleared and all's well.
And I'm going to start back work, even though I clearly need a mental health break.
Okay. The episode seems to imply that because she solved the murder, she was reinstated, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't...
She killed a man.
That's not why she was being censured in the first place. She was censured for violating cultural burial practices of another...
Yeah, it has nothing to do with...
You were like, oh shit, it was a murder. You're cool.
Yeah, she should still have been like fucking disbarred.
Okay, so
it's TNG.
When I finished watching this episode, I was really hot, dude. I was really hot. I was angry. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to calm down. I'm not going to shit on Beverly the whole episode. I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be like Mr. Joe Cool, dude. Like Joe Brill, you know?
Joe
Brill, dude. Pretend I'm dead, dude, you know?
Yeah.
And then, bam, I started fucking, all the memories started coming back, and I got angry recording. It went from a 5 to a 3. That's how
all the way down to a 3.
Here's the thing. Not only has she killed multiple people before, right? She killed one person in this episode for sure. She violated all kinds of things. Okay, now in the world we live in now, there are no rules. But think about 10 years before this, like, or 20 years in the, you know, like when there were rules, like if you stole a plane to prove your point, even if you proved it, they'd put you in jail for stealing the plane.
Yeah.
1.
Oh, yeah.
2.
And the thing is, stealing the plane had to have proved the point. Doing the autopsy did nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't like help her case.
That still stands as the nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That still stands as the biggest crime in this episode.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like, it didn't really have anything to do with proving her point.
And her point would have been first tip was a good one. Look for evidence that isn't in the body.
Yeah.
Look, I get it. Look, they had to get Whoopi Goldberg in there, and I get it. But that time at the end could have been better. Like, they could have just left her in the beginning and not had her in the end, and had her going to the people of the big-eared people. What are they called again?
The Ferengi.
Yeah, something to do with the Ferengi.
They should have. She should. The episode ends, and she's with the Ferengi, and she's like, I'm sorry, I was just trying to clear his name because he did make a huge discovery, and so not discovery. He did create this great thing, and I want him to honor him, and like, you know, and like they could have pardoned her. I mean, like, you know what?
You know what they should have done?
But give us the rights to this, and we'll pardon you. Boom.
You know what they should have done? They should have done.
Killed her?
No. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So this is the most Frankie ending I can think of. So she does show up to the censure. The family is there, the Ferengi family, and they're like, "You desecrated my worthless son's body. Now we can't even have the proper burial." And then she goes, "But wait, we discovered Dr. Rega's thing was really cool and real." And then she goes, "Wait a minute. That means he wasn't worthless after all. We can sell his body." And then they're super happy. And then they're like, everything's cleared. And then that's how she gets off. Like, because now they can sell the ashes, you know?
I feel like that fixes the episode right there.
Yeah, but instead they had this like weird Whoopi Goldberg wacky tennis racket. Like,
and then
that tennis racket is so goofy. I kind of love it.
It feels like you would hurt your wrist super badly trying to use that
holding
racket.
it. Just holding it.
Yeah,
the wind resistance on it looks awful.
I'm at a 3 for the record. I'm at a 3.
Okay.
I think I'm at a 5.
Oh, okay.
It was not a great episode at all. What did I like? I don't know. It was fun.
Joe Brill and his Girls Gone Wild tapes.
Brill. Yeah, I like Girls Gone Wild for sure. I liked the whodunit aspect of it. I guess you could say.
I like Beverly got pushed. She got pushed.
Yeah, she did get pushed. That was fun to see. And it was. I guess she kind of for a little bit appeared mentally unwell, and I guess it sheds a light on what her coworkers would do if she was having a mental situation, which is not much, I guess.
They would just let her steal a ship.
They would just let her fly into the sun, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Go get Coronas. They're like, what better way to fix your brain than by getting you drunk on Coronas?
I don't know. I mean, if my family and friends saw me steal a shuttlecraft and fly into the sun, I think they would probably be a little bit more worried than these people were. But I don't know. They
couldn't stop you either.
No,
but maybe I would. I don't know. Maybe a little more emotion, I guess. But
well, these people aren't her family; they're just her friends and her coworkers.
I would.
Coworkers, really.
Okay, Dan. I would if I told you I'm stealing a spaceship and I'm gonna fly into the sun.
Bullshit.
I would hope a little emotion would come from you.
You're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'd be like,
impossible.
We can't even get to the moon. You think you're gonna get to the sun?
I can get to the sun. But you know, I would sound crazy, right? You would maybe call the police, or please don't call the police.
I'd be like, I want to see you try
it. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a 5. Especially since we're coming off of Progress,
which you really liked.
Which I really liked. So I feel like it's like if I were watching this in real time, and because it was aired close together, Sarah, right?
If you were watching this in real time, you'd have the other one as buffer.
Yeah.
The DS9. So
yeah,
that was the next day.
You would have forgotten it, right?
Yeah. So,
no, because TNG episode happened the day after, actually. So
what are you talking about?
If you're saying DS9 buffer, there was no buffer time. The TNG episode aired the day after.
2 TNG episodes back to back?
Well, no, you had Deep Space Nine Progress, and the day after it was TNG.
I know, but I'm saying like you would have had a cleanser, like a ginger, to cleanse your palate of the last week's TNG episode.
Oh, I guess, but she's saying she's comparing it to the DS9 episode specifically.
Oh, you're comparing
the DS9 Progress. Yeah,
I guess so.
So
I don't know.
It would have been like, oh, I saw this really great DS9 episode, and then I saw this really shitty TNG episode.
Can you guys remind me what Progress was?
That's the one where the old man refused to leave.
Old man burned house down it.
Yeah.
Little hobbit guy.
The brick house guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was building a barbecue the whole time, and then she blows it up.
He's like, I'm finally gonna make a pizza, and she fucking burns it down.
Yeah, he was like nothing left to do but light it up, and then she blows it up. He's like, God, you didn't even let me make one thing with it.
Yeah,
that was so good.
One tiny pizza.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, she's like, why did I read these books if not to get this free pizza? But I gotta cook it myself.
I was craving pizza for 20 years.
I finally figured out how to make dough on this stupid planet.
So hopefully it gets better, but this was fair. And how sad is it that this is Guinan's last episode? Like, I don't know. You should
have told us that. You should have left us hanging, Marvin.
Yeah.
That's considered a spoiler, dude.
That's not really a great... it's not a great...
I'm not the one who said it. Dan said it.
It was Dan.
Dan, it was you, Dan?
It's not a high note.
Like, it's good to know this now because it would be stupid to keep asking, are we going to get Guinan?
Also, it would never come up again. It would never be like...
and then we don't see.
Well, then that would have felt interesting. Well, here's the thing. Did they know at the time when it aired that was the last episode? Like, did the TV guy say
the opportunities to bring in Whoopi Goldberg were getting rarer and rarer because she was getting more and more difficult to schedule. So it probably was a thing by the last season where they were like, we just can't.
The writers were probably thinking, man, if Sister Act 2 is good, we'll never see her again.
And also, they were no longer.
But the general, like Gen Pop, like general public, did they know that Whoopi was not coming back?
They probably had a general idea if you were following Star Trek that Whoopi probably isn't coming back to Star Trek very often.
How?
Because she's just not showing up as much anymore.
I think you're giving the audience of that era too much credit.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. I think they were disappointed.
All right.
They're like, she just.
And I think you're giving them too much credit too, Ricardo. I feel like most people just they just quietly stopped noticing, or you just quietly accepted that she wasn't popping up anymore.
Yeah.
Some people asked where she went.
She's like, you think they're going to show more scenes with Jordy playing blind tennis?
Especially considering this appearance, who needs her anymore?
Yeah.
So do we never really learn what do you mean? If Guinan and Picard dated or fucked each other or something? I don't know.
They held hands. They never fucked.
Do you ever find out what race she is or what's the deal with her?
You know which race she is. She's an Elorian. She said it.
I know, but
it's mysterious.
Why does she have lasers coming out of her hands? I mean, thunder.
She never actually had lasers come out of her hands. That's just something you keep imagining.
Like she might.
No, didn't she fight Q with the fucking Palpatine thunder?
She never. Nothing ever came out of the fingers. You just keep imagining they did.
Really?
And that became your reality.
I feel like I'm with Ricardo on that.
I'm sad now.
Yeah.
Wait, you never put VFX onto it, did you?
No, I never did. That's too hard.
Just making sure that was never. That never.
Yeah, I thought it was.
What timeline were we on where that was a thing? Yeah, I don't know. But
I think we mentioned once they were thinking in the show to put VFX of electricity crackling on her fingers, but they never.
She cackles.
Right.
Yeah, but it was too difficult because they didn't do the lighting in the actual
natural.
Shooting.
So I am a little sad to learn that because I really thought there was more to the Picard Guinan angle, and we were going to see a little bit more of that.
The time travel episode, Time's Arrow. That's when they thought they resolved it, and they thought that's it.
I felt like that was just the beginning, kind of. So
no, that was it to them. To a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, okay, now we know how she met Picard." All right.
But that was just the beginning. They alluded to so much more in that episode.
Yeah, they alluded that they had a finger bang, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I was waiting for the romantic angle.
I'm down to a 2. This episode is 2.
Yeah.
Why? This episode has nothing to do with the episode.
I know, but I'm just angry now.
The score has always just been an ongoing mood. It's just a mood score for Ricardo by the end of the episode.
It's Ricardo's mood ring. It's
it's
okay. 2, dude.
Well, that's my score. Final answer.
Yeah.
5.
5
is where I'm
2
hovering.
For me. Marking is a 2, dude.
Okay.
Who's keeping track? Tim, the guy, or Tim?
Yeah, he's.
Why are you asking as though he's here?
Tim, I'm a 2.
Why are you asking as though we need to wait for him to get this right and then we can continue?
Write this down. Write this down.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm giving it a 7.
7? Are you kidding me?
What? Did you watch the same fucking episode, dude?
I kind of enjoyed it. I enjoyed the mystery aspect of it. I kind of like that. You
would love Girls Gone Wild, dude. By the way.
Yeah, you should check it out.
I like that Beverly gets a little more to do than nothing at all.
Sure.
But that's about it. Otherwise, it's pretty average. This is not really
but you gave it an above average score.
7 is pretty average.
Is 7 an average?
7's a C minus.
Yeah, 7's a C.
I feel like 5 is average. No,
5 is an F.
I feel like
we have this discussion every season and a half.
If you see a girl and you say she's a 7, that's above average to me.
Yeah, a 5 is she's like a Poughkeepsie, Idaho fucking. Yeah. 8,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll still stick with 7, just because.
I'm sorry if you're from Poughkeepsie. I apologize. You're a 10 there, though.
Wow, that definitely helped the way you phrase that. Yeah,
that doesn't help at all.
But yeah, I give it a 7 just because it's pretty average as an episode. It's just nice to see some sort of whodunit episode. The problem is, I don't think there's been a few whodunits, and I just don't think the TNG writing crew are very good at writing whodunits. They're not that great at it, in my opinion.
Right. I think according to Memory Alpha, it said like, oh, everyone kind of like finally got on board when someone thought of making the Takaran the culprit, or like that was the final twist. It's like, oh, great, a surprise, and that's like all they wanted out of it. Just a surprise.
Yeah, they just wanted something unusual, and it's like, okay, sure.
Like, well, they wouldn't guess that, so okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for me, I would give it a 6.5.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Joe Brill. The other thing that Joe Brill reminds me of is Rico / Albath from Darkstalkers, the strangely attractive fish man.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, that weird dude.
I'll give some specific props to Beverly's stunt kick. It's like probably the best kick she's ever given in this show.
Stunt kick? Why don't I remember that? Is that when they're on the shuttle?
Yeah, it's during the shuttle fight.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I don't remember that. But okay.
And while we were talking during this episode, I just got the idea in my head. It would have been great if while Beverly was going around insisting to everyone it wasn't a suicide, it was like, yeah, great, Bev. I have this play that I'm trying to direct, and I need to focus completely on my play.
Yeah,
you understand.
We don't give a shit about
like, can we wrap this up so I can start learning my lines? Like, I don't really have time. As for the Discord, it's kind of like a widespread, but if you did the average of it, it'd be about a 7. So
okay,
wow.
Discord also gave it about a 7. Someone did point out something in it that I thought was really funny. George Frankley, he posts a screen cap of when Joe Brill is in. I'll put it in our personal Discord as well. When Joe Brill is in the sun, he said this is a funny screen cap to freeze on when you're watching this during COVID, where he says, "I'm now fully engulfed in the corona."
That's pretty good.
And that would have played best in the earliest months back when we were still calling it coronavirus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
And his face and everything, remember glitch.
When we were working at that other place, Marvin.
Yeah.
And we got coronas to celebrate the start of the coronavirus. We didn't know everything's going to shut down.
I was already gone. I was already gone by that.
Oh man. We bought like an 18-pack of Coronas.
Oh my god.
We were celebrating the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Because it was also coinciding with like the release of the Fast and Furious trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did we feel guilty the next week.
Oh my god.
Wait. I think I could do you one better, Ricardo. I had a coworker like throughout the years leading up to 2020, like for at least 2 years leading up to 2020. Me and this coworker would tell each other, "We need a plague, man. We need to."
I did too.
The population needs to thin out.
No, you probably felt
Don't
terrible.
está la plaga, we would say.
To be fair,
that's so Dan. You wished it.
I did too.
Oh yeah.
No. And I'll say this now. It didn't take enough people.
Cue bird flu human form.
Hey,
or whatever.
It's coming for us.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
Or maybe we won't. There was I think it was like the November of 2019.
Or Ebola is back, right?
When one of my cousin's kids is doing his in Korean culture the Tol, which is like 100-day birthday. And
I thought it was when like people yell slurs at you like war. Fuck you! Like you
yeah. So
I thought you were going to mention reading from the Torah.
That too.
And then all of the family showed up, and my dad was the only one who showed up with like masks and was trying to hand them out. He's like, "You'll see, this is going to be a problem. This coronavirus thing," and then no one believed him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he ended up being right. He was like, he always points that out to me. He's like, "See, I was right." But all right, that was Suspicious Minds, everyone. Suspicious Minds from Beverly Crusher. But also, Everybody, thanks for listening. If you like what we did, you can give us a like or a comment or a rating wherever you are. That would be neat. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. You can do it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Podcast Addict or YouTube if you're in the YouTube version. Also, while you're on YouTube, if you're there, you can become a member of the channel, because becoming a member of the channel not only gets you early access to new episodes, but those episodes are also ad-free, YouTube ad-free. You get access to the members-only Discord. You get your name in that little ticker scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's in the credits. You're like, hey, look at that guy. That guy helps make this podcast possible. Everyone thinks he's cool. Or gal. Or they. You don't know.
No more of those absurd half-hour ads.
And then, so there you go. And also, if you guys ever want to send us an email, you can always email us at contact@newbiestartrek.com. That's contact@newbiestartrek.com. This week's episode is from Chris. And Chris says, hi, NST.
What episode did he send us?
Wait, with a K or with a C?
With a C. So Chris. Hi, NSD, longtime listener here. I thoroughly enjoy the back and forth banter from your podcast, mostly because none of my friends like Star Trek. They would never understand any of the jokes.
None of mine do either.
Oh my God.
I am getting caught up on a few episodes, and I don't think anyone has pointed this out yet. I'm a sound effects engineer. Oh, that's neat. Cool. And I've always had I've always had a weird fascination with sound effects that are inserted into a scene. In TNG, there are many notable out-of-place sounds, such as when someone places something like a pad or tricorder down on a table. It always makes a clinking noise, not what I would expect. The best sound, though, is when a Klingon in Klingon battle gear is walking. It sounds like they're wearing wet rubber shoes. I'd say it's uncomfortable, but it probably turns them on just thinking about it. Are there any weird sounds you've noticed while watching TNG? Looking forward to the future episodes, Chris. I don't know if it's like weird sounds, but I do notice that I think just because of the nature of Deep Space Nine being on like a more varied space station, I think Ricardo's pointed this out as well. Like the ambient noise amongst the different areas are very different as you go from location to location. TNG has a constant, like just a hum of like the warp engine in the background, like the whole time. Right. And DS9 has like different walla depending on where you are in the promenade.
You can hear marachis.
Yeah. So there's a little
I always think about the doors opening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing I feel or that's the strongest sound in my memory.
Or the doorbell when someone's at your room. The little chime.
The little chirp.
Yeah, the
little door chirp.
Which happens in this episode at the very beginning. And
that happens in the beginning of this episode.
Yeah. Good job. It does. So I think about that.
I always think it's odd that like
transporter.
Well, no, that's I think that's cool. I think
I like that one.
It's you don't actually
oi.
You don't really hear footsteps on the Enterprise that often.
No, well, there's carpet. It's thick shag carpet, dude.
Yeah, carpet, it's all carpeted. Everywhere. Yeah, so that's one thing. But in general, in movies, one thing that always bothers me is that like every shoe seems to be like, especially if it's a dramatic show or like a heightened TV show, sort of, they always make the footsteps sound like they're all metal-toed when they're really not. Like the sound of people like climbing stairs, it sounds like clunk, 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 clunk. But when you're wearing like rubber-soled shoes, it wouldn't sound like that at all. It wouldn't sound like a clink.
All right.
But they always do it in movies. That's the first
example that's close to what like the emailer sent us, like actual folk.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't noticed anything specific.
You meant weird sound effects, not like regular sound effects.
No,
right?
I know. I'm just thinking about like I haven't noticed anything like
Chris
super
should
weird.
send us the clip the ones you noticed. I have a hard time sometimes it depends when I'm watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's late night, I'll do like just like my surround sound, and I don't crank it up because it's it gets loud.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But if it's really late night, I'll put on my AirPods on, and that's when I notice things. Yeah, I can hear better. Yeah, but
that's kind of it for me too. Yeah, like if it's like non-quiet time, then I'm unlikely to hear the little things because I'm hearing it on speakers.
Yeah.
I think the thing I tend to notice the most, though, is not the sound effects. It's the fact that there's a lot of ADR scenes. Like, true. Especially when they're walking, talking, they tend to ADR them like a lot. And I imagine it's because there's a lot of noise while like they're walking through the hallways. And they just
I imagine them just having like a really thick Southern accents. Like they're like, can you not do that?
Yeah,
Picard actor, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, and you know,
like, I'll say.
My father was buried on that mountain.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
And also just all the funny visuals you now see now that it's an HD. Like, I never brought this up, but I wonder if any of you or Ricardo, Dan or Ricardo, ever noticed in the background of many shots in the first season, did you notice all the black paper on the walls? I never brought it up, but I wonder if you guys ever noticed it.
I don't know. Back then it was really high.
I wasn't looking out for it, and to be honest, I don't know how large a display I was watching those on average.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
there's lots of scenes because back then they hadn't figured out the even lighting that they would normally light the Enterprise with, so they were still using lots of like just key lights in random spots. But the problem with that is that there's so many fucking reflective ocudograms everywhere. So in order to deal with that, they were like, it's just going to be on television. Let's just cover it up with black paper. So they literally just taped up black paper in those spots. And on TV, in SD, it's true. It's hard to tell. But in HD, it's like, look, this is black paper everywhere.
and for especially younger listeners, keep in mind that it's not just the fact that it's a low resolution. People had to contend with antenna signal and interference and getting good reception as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you know, that's the type of stuff my favorite things noticing are just the background actors and like, you know, little things like that where like someone's like nodding off or someone's kind of just like not paying attention.
I remember you'd have to change the channel and then you have to like move the little knob on the channel.
Oh yeah. I remember having to choose between UHF and the other one. Yeah. If depending on what channels you want.
Well, all the ethnic channels were on a different band, like channel 18, right?
Yeah.
Was mine was 34 and 52, you know?
Yeah. Channel 18 was the combined Latino/Japanese channel. So sometimes
Korean.
For a while, but it was only for a while. And then so once they got 5052, which is Telemundo, then it was all Asian channel on 18.
Yeah. But for a while it was
it's both.
Yeah, but for a while it was this weird mix of telenovelas with Iron Chef and Korean soap operas.
Well, I feel like that's why a lot of like older like Latina like grandmas really liked like those like Asian soaps was because they wouldn't like it. You'd have to get up to change the channel. There's no remote.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, I went from my novella to like the Asian novella. I'm just gonna let it fucking play. And then they
back in the day, I don't think people realize back in the day, changing the channel could be an ordeal depending on where you lived and what TV you had. Because if you wanted to go to a specific channel, I want to go to UPN channel 13. You go there. Oh, right, UPN's the one that doesn't tune in well. Fuck. You tune into UPN, you have to fucking get up, you have to move the fucking rabbit ears to be like, okay, now I can see SmackDown.
Most kids had memorized specific configurations of their antenna for specific channels.
Yeah. Yes. It was a whole fucking process if you wanted to watch different channels. So you kind of just...
There was a thing where like, okay, so I would watch NASCAR races as a kid and baseball. So at some points, I'd have it on channel 7 for like the NASCAR race, and then I have to change to the other channel 5 for the baseball game. It would be like you know, it's like because you have to skip, you know, and then you'd be like, okay,
mess with the antenna.
And then like I got really good at like just and then like my grandfather walked in and he's like, you're gonna fuck up the TV, man.
It was kind of a game to see if you can switch it as fast as possible and get it right on every time. Yeah. And when they started adding more channels, you were like, this TV doesn't go up that high.
It only goes up to fucking 99.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever use channel 4 for RF adapters?
No, we always use channel 3. There's always 3. Yeah.
Because there was always the option of 4, and I was like, who the fuck uses that?
But 4 was NBC, so like you don't want to go to 4.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the fact that it has to be a channel without a signal already.
No, you could have you could do it with even if it had a channel, it would still play it.
Yeah, it would just override it. But for some reason, a lot of TVs defaulted to 4, and I'm not sure why. I thought it was like a thing maybe in other parts of the country there is no channel 4.
That was it. Yeah.
Is that why?
Yeah.
So
like,
I don't know. Maybe
like in Mexico, it was channel 4. Oh, okay. Or channel 1 or 4 in Mexico.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But a lot of TVs did go like, hey, if you want to play some other shit,
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what, Chris, we kind of wandered away from the topic, but we appreciate you.
You know what? The next episode we watch, I will keep my ears open for any weirdness.
The next episode's going to be DS9, and it's going to be the next episode of DS9 is going to be If Wishes Were Horses.
If what?
If who?
If Wishes Were Horses.
That sounds good already.
Then we would all ride,
and your big heaving sigh sounds amazing.
If Wishes Were Horses, then Halloween and Thanksgiving would fall on the same day.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So everybody, thanks for listening. If you want to check out other stuff we do, you can head on over to fugitiveframes.com. We got links to all the stuff we do, including the Would You Stay Tuned podcast. We do have our episode of Utopia in the can. I just need to find the time to edit it. So there you go. But yeah, next time.
There's a lot of arguing.
Not really arguing.
Nice arguing.
It was just more of like a.
You're fucking out of line, dude.
But yeah, our next episode is fucking If Wishes Were Horses.
I'm excited. I actually like that title.
We'll see.
I mean, it's a whimsical title. I
love it.
It has intrigue on it.
Of Android's Dream of Electric Sheep.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Buongiorno.
Take care, everyone. Find Jessica Hyde.